Hey, and welcome to the Self-Healing Journey channel. My name is Miraj. It's my channel because I'm going on a self-healing journey. Uh, Let me first say something about why what this channel is about. Well, this channel is about me going on a self-healing journey. I haven't really figured out yet what it means to go on a self-healing journey, but I guess that's part of the process. And I can say that at the very least, it means learning to love myself because I'm so tired and exhausted and depressed from having my love be like conditional upon what I achieve and what I pretend to be and how I just on external things beyond my control. Let me now secondly say something about why I'm making this channel, and I guess it is two reasons for that. And the first one is that it's a way for me to vent, to speak into the void, so to speak, and to record and my own progress, to journal my own well-being or lack of well-being. And the second reason for why I'm making this is because when I decided to go on a self-healing journey, which I just decided 5 days ago, I was looking into a bunch of like YouTube channels and stuff, and there was a bunch of like healers, therapists, chiropractors, and spiritual leaders that had channels about how to heal, and then they speak a lot about a lot of stuff that you should do, and much of that seems reasonable. But for a person who is in my position and who is just feeling very, very bad, then there is one question that always arises, which is, well, does this work? Will this help me? And I guess to some extent you just have to believe in it and hope. But it's so hard when you feel so very bad to have such belief and hope and faith. So what you do naturally is that you look out for testimonials from people who have gone on a self-healing journey using the tips of these healers. And they'll have some, you find some either in the YouTube comments or in certain specific videos or on their websites. But that's helpful. It makes you feel a bit hopeful. But still you feel that doubt in your head that, well, what if these people are just paid to say this or comment this? What if it's all a lie? Well, if it's a fabrication, how can I really know? And part of I have come to hope at least that the self-healing journey is possible, and the reading and witnessing testimonials from people who have gone on it and gotten better has helped. But I guess what I wished was that there was this like from point A to point O video of a person who's just beginning and then finishing, so you could really see them going through the journey. I think that would be very helpful. Would have been very helpful for me if there was something out there like that, but there wasn't. It's all about only testimonials or and stuff like that are from when the people have already finished, already healed. So then the point I'm making is that the second reason I'm recording this video is because I thought that this was something that I would have liked out there when I tried to decide to begin to go on this self-healing journey, and there wasn't. So I guess I'm recording it just in case it might ever help someone who's in a similar position like me. Now, I don't know how often I will record this video or if I ever will record another one at this point in time. But I hope so, because I feel like I have my body tells me it's something that would be good for me. So I will try to do what my body tells me because I've been ignoring it for too long. And I guess beyond sort of introducing the concept of this channel and these videos is to say something in this video about where I am and how I ended up here. And long story short, on the 27th of September, today it's the 20th of October. On the 27th of September, after having gone out to 2 bars, 2 nights in a row, that were like quite loud but not super loud, I woke up with a ringing in my ear. And for 3 weeks, I could ignore that ringing in my ear. I could just pretend it wasn't there, could power through. But last Monday, that is the 12th of October, I just had a complete breakdown because I realized that the ringing probably wasn't going away, and I did what you shouldn't do, which is that I started Googling about the ringing, and I found out that tinnitus is like permanent and incurable, and the concept and the idea of having to never enjoy silence again was far too devastating for me, and I just had a complete breakdown. But the more truer story, the longer story, and perhaps I'll expand on this in a later video, is that for 3 years now, I haven't just really been living true to myself. I've had this obsession with this idea that to be happy or to be satisfied, I needed to become a particular type of person, where that not only meant having certain types of achievements, but it also meant like having certain types of preferences, character traits, and it was a lot about what you shouldn't have and feel and stuff like that. And so that's one of the reasons for why I'm now feeling so bad. I was, I guess, like ignoring part of whom I was, my true self, to some extent. The other reason is that perhaps it's just indicative of living in this perpetual state of rejecting yourself, that you start to feel bad, and worse, and anxiety and stress starts to creep up. And it certainly did for me. And during these 3 past years, I've just been ignoring it, just pressing it down, just suppressing it, never allowing it to happen. And because, I just felt like I couldn't have my life interrupted. And that meant ignoring not only my well-being at many points, but ignoring like traumas I experienced under the past 3 years that were like quite severe. And for the last year, it meant also trying my best to push down like real bad physical stress reactions, such as losing my hair, constantly getting sick, which I tried to fix by just eating more and more Dayquil and NyQuil and other types of sleep medication, because I needed to go to work, I needed to work harder, I couldn't stop, I needed to become this ideal of who I thought I was meant to be, that was so very far from whom I actually am. And my kidneys took a lot of damage from this. I've had some kidney issues, and all of this so came to fruition, I guess, last Monday in the 12th of October, and it all just bubbled up and all just got completely rooted and bundled up in my fear about never hearing silence again. And for the first couple of days, it was really bad. I felt very bad in my life before. I've been like depressed, and I've also been like in a mental hospital. But I feel like this was a different type of feeling bad, because it's hard to describe, but it was like this feeling bad that comes from the complete rejection of who you are, sustained for such a long period of time. And of course, you didn't do that because you wanted to be mean to yourself, but you did that because you just really thought this is what it meant to live a good life, and this is what you had to do to be happy or not be unhappy. And then to realize that you were so misguided was a real big strike against like the hope of the human spirit. And in that way, then I just felt very hopeless last Monday when this all started, and I woke up the first couple of mornings I would wake up at 5 a.m. with a full-on panic attack, and I would have several panic attacks throughout the days, and it would be awful. I would be crying all the time, and now I guess I like feel better to some extent. I mean, there are like material signs that I feel better in the sense that I don't wake up at 5 a.m. with a panic attack. I wake up at 6 a.m. with like an anxiety attack. And I mean, that doesn't sound like that big of an improvement. I guess it is a big improvement. And I've regained some hope about that I can find my way back to like fixing myself or to like healing myself. And this hope is very weak, but it's there, and that's way more than it was a week ago. And I also even have some hope that I will be able to cure the tinnitus through a detailed and long odyssey of self-healing. And I guess that's where I'm right now. And of course, every day, every second, even as I say this, I doubt my strength of will to be able to participate and complete the self-healing journey, and I doubt the fact that such a thing would even be good, or that it would work for me, or that I would do something, and I feel skeptical towards just everything positive in my life, and accept my marriage, which is wonderful and the best thing ever, but I feel very worried about the fact that what if, for example, the ringing in my ear never stops, I never learn to manage this, and I never heal, and I never get any better stress management and anxiety, and I have wasted 3 years that I can't get back, and those 3 years were crucial to my life, and hence this will lead to me like being incapacitated and too debilitated to lead a normal life, and then this will lead to my wife leaving me. And so even as I say here, and sit here with a message of hope, it is of course clouded by just a dense cloud of negative thoughts that fly around in my head at all times. But yet, yeah, I feel better today, and I feel more hopeful, and I just really felt that I should make a video like this, a channel like this, both because it would be very helpful for me, and not just the off small chance probability that it would help someone else than ever, then that seems perhaps worth it. And I guess that's all for now, all for this time.